Hey, this is Brona from Power and You Coaching, and I'm making this video for those that are very serious and are ready to get really intentional about what they're doing in their lives and in their businesses. If you feel called to really step up and step forward in your life, in your business, um, and if you're very seriously committing yourself and to your dreams, then this video is for you. Because if you're going to do this, there's a couple of very necessary steps that you need to take. And at first glance, like, people do not always take them when they're on the path going for their dreams. And there's a couple of reasons why. Um, First off, when it comes to, say, looking ahead into 2021, if you are very serious about what you want to create in 2021, a necessary step is to review 2020. But some people do this, but they only do it to a certain point and they don't dig deep enough. Other people are great, they do it, which is amazing. And then some people don't do it at all. They're like, you know what? I just want to forget everything that happened and I just want to move on. But what they're failing to notice is that unless you get rid of the old, unless you clear the old, there is no space for the new. And if you're looking to really embrace what 2021, what you can create in 2021, it is about letting go of you yourself, letting go of where you might be still tangled, tangled up in the energy that actually created certain experiences for you in 2020. So that is the first key step. The first key step is to really review. And when you're reviewing, it's about really celebrating and taking time to really celebrate and receive the wins and really digest them, like relish them, delight in them, and it's about really being grateful for all those highlights of 2020. And then it's looking at, well, what were the lowlights? What didn't work? And this is where people can push away. They resist this part of the process because, two different reasons. Number one is some people are like, no, I'm not going to do it because, they have some morphed sense of the law of attraction. And they're like, no, I'm not going to. I don't want to go there because that means I'm just inviting more of that into my life. And that's where I'm saying, no, that is not going to happen. Not in the way that you think. And the reason being on that is, if you haven't healed any of this stuff, you're wearing it in your energy field. So you're going to bring it with you into 2021. And that's why this process is so important. And another reason why people might resist this part of the process is because it's so uncomfortable. It can bring up a lot of shame, and it can bring up a lot of guilt and a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety. But there's a lot of power in this stuff here. There's a lot of power in exploring what didn't work from a place of curiosity and compassion, a lot of self-compassion. Because whilst we might be thinking that because these things happened in the outside, that's why I feel so uncomfortable, so I don't want to even think about those things, that's not how this works. How this works is, like, we will have that shame and we will have that guilt and we will have that fear. We will have that anxiety in us. And then what happens is, because we haven't healed them, we will find ways to play them out in our lives. And that's why it's so important to look at everything that hasn't worked. And this is, like, at its crux, the power of transformation, because what you're learning to do is in fear, in shame, guilt, they're all energy. But it's about learning how to transform this energy, like in there, like as there's a Rumi poem called The Guest House, where all feelings are guides sent from beyond. And if you can learn to work with these powerful feelings, you can transform them. And when we come from a place of compassion and curiosity, and when we come from a place of love, we can invite these in and we can actually learn and take the lessons from them and withdraw the energy in that so we can rewire that energy and use it to create what you do want. I've said it before, like shit makes really good fertilizer. So there's really good fertilizer for you when you explore 2020 in the right way. So that's the first key step to do. It's really making space for a very beautiful, deep review. Second step would be then going ahead and really creating space and stillness for yourself to sit with your desires. And there's so many different ways that we can do this. Like, I'm a big journaler. I love journaling, but like, you can do it, and I will be doing it this year through images. There's so many different ways to sit with our desire. I sit in stillness a lot. So I feel that I have definitely a good connection with that part of myself. Like, there's certain things that I know that I want now. But if you don't have that kind of clarity, sitting and giving yourself space is powerful. And, it's not done enough. I've had people come to me who really want to create the things that they want, but they have not given themselves the time. And as soon as they give themselves the time, they're like, whoa, I didn't know all this stuff was here. And they mean that in the very best way. Even one of the past clients that I had, Nadi, I very recently shared a chat that she and I had. And I remember, I don't know, maybe it was right before I hit record, where I was like, what was it? Like, what was your biggest takeaway in us working together? Like, what really helped you to create the results that you have created in your life? And she was like, taking the time, literally making and taking time and space for myself to sit with all this stuff. It's so powerful. So that would be step 2, is to actually take the time to sit with your desires, and take the time to get very clear on what your vision is for your life. And a vision is so different to a plan. A plan will get you from A to B. A vision will line up support so that you don't feel that you're doing it alone from A to B. A to B is not like all physical hard labor and stress. You get to enjoy the journey of going from A to B when you have a vision, because when you're visioning, you're co-creating with a higher power, and that higher power will show up to help you in your life. And as well as that, not only will a vision help you with A to B, but while you're doing A to B, it's lining up C, D, E, F. It's lining up so many beautiful things. Like, doors will open where you didn't even know there were doors. And that's what happens when you create a powerful vision. So that is step 2. Make time for those desires, and make time for those unseen hands to really support you as well. Step 3, when you actually go and take time with your desires like that, like, it is freaking potent. It is so potent. And our desires, when they're done from a place of visioning, they're done from a place of co-creation. Like, we're creating with a power that's greater than us. So they're high energy, and in our visions, we're asking for more love. We're asking for more peace, more joy, more fulfillment. We want to be more connected to our purpose, more abundance, all these amazing things. And you can have all these amazing things. They're there for you. But they're a higher energy, okay? And this is the part of the process that really can trip people up. Because when we connect with that higher energy, everything that isn't a match will begin to get stirred up. And it can happen instantly. I remember taking time out with 2 friends of mine when I was living away. I used to live away in Seoul, in South Korea. And I remember us sitting in the woods at the time, and we were like, let's have a conversation. Except we're like maybe 10 years in the future, and we're telling the story of our lives. Like, we're pretending that we're meeting in 10 years' time, and we're telling the story of our lives as we would like it to be. And we really got into the energy of it. I remember it so clearly. Um, and the next day, like the next few days, I remember lying on my sofa and just feeling so heavy, and just feeling really heavy, really low. Um, it just a heavy energy, like really low energy. I think at the time I didn't understand this process, but now I understand the process, that when we really connect with those desires that are a higher energy, it's going to bring up everything that's not in alignment, everything that is not a match. If you want more love, it will bring up all of those things that you need to maybe heal so that you can be in love with yourself and with another person. It will bring up those parts of you maybe that are unhealed. It will bring up those wounds. It will bring up fear. It will bring up shame. It will bring up guilt, not to hold you back, but so that you get to heal them. Okay. And this is where transformation is so powerful. Like, I am a transformational life and business coach because I help people transform their blocks into powerful stepping stones forward. I help them transform this gunk. I help them transform the stuff that would actually hold them back, and we turn it into the stuff that actually propels them forward. So this is a very powerful part of the journey. And some people can think that because stuff has come up, they take it to mean, well, maybe I'm not supposed to have this desire. Maybe this desire isn't for me. Maybe everybody else is supposed to be happy, but I'm not happy. And, they really feel a gap between where they are now and where they want to be. But how that gap is bridged is when they make time for this part of the process. You don't stop here. This is just where you're being given everything that you need so that you can actually bring your vision to life. So, yeah, invite in everything that you want, and the energy that is not in alignment in you will come up. But it's not coming up to hold you back. It's coming up so that you can heal it and let it go. So there are 3 really important components of bringing your dreams to life, of birthing your desires, of being really intentional with where and what you want in your life and in your business. And they all, they all work hand in hand together. So if you're serious about what you're inviting into your life, like, get serious about these steps. Make time. Like, we're at a very beautiful time. Like, today's the solstice. Today's the solstice, and we're going to be moving now from this time into the last full moon of 2020. And again, a full moon is potent as well. And then we'll be moving into the first new moon of 2021. So yes, now is the perfect time. And if you want to join with other people who are doing this process, I will say that, yes, I have put together a workshop that will navigate these 3 areas. So if you want to come and join and be a part of a group of souls who are very intentionally getting clear about what they're inviting into their lives and getting those wheels in motion, please do join. I'd love to have you join. The workshops, they can be done separately, but I have crafted them in sequence. I will leave the details. If you're watching this on Instagram, the link will be in the bio. If you're watching this on Facebook, I will leave the details and the link with this video. And if you're watching it on YouTube, it's the same. The details are below. So this workshop, it's being done online, and we'll be kicking off December 29th, which is actually, what day is it today? Monday, tomorrow week. So yes, we'll be kicking off then. And I have actually invited my gal pal Gail. I always feel like Oprah when I say that. My gal pal Gail. She'll be joining us, and she'll be doing the yoga part, because I do love bringing the body online. I really do. You can be really devotional in your yoga practice. And it doesn't matter if you've never done yoga before. Like, honestly, the style and how Gail teaches, like, it's very accessible. And that will get us nice and relaxed, where we will then move into a workshop with me. So there'll be a workshop on the 29th of January. I think that's Irish time, 7 p.m. But all, like, if you know, if that kind of time doesn't work for you in your time zone, all the calls will be recorded as well. And there will be a private Facebook group, which I will leave open for 21 days, which you will actually be able to come and receive support in between each workshop, because that's where the stuff will be integrating. Like, we will be going deep in each workshop, and I will be giving you a few fun tasks, really fun, enjoyable tasks to do in between each workshop. But I'll be there in the group to support you. So we'll be kicking off the last full moon, which is the 29th of December. We will have a workshop then on the Sunday 3rd of January. And then we will have our final workshop on the first new moon of 2021. So really potent, where we'd be working and harnessing the energy of the moon alongside us as well. So if you have any questions, you can email me. It's Brona, Brona, at powerinyoucoaching.com. That's power in you, and you is YOU coaching.com. Or else feel free to DM me or PM me, depending on whether you're on Facebook or Instagram. And if you're not joining us, take these and what I've shared, take these steps, gather your friends together and do something, because 2021 is definitely calling your name. If you've made it to this far in the video, it is definitely calling your name, and it has some very beautiful things that it wants you to open your arms and receive into your life in 2021. So all right then, take care.